So what you're seeing behind me is one of my cars. So this is a 1988 Fiat Premium Patni that I restored around 2 years back maybe. So for now she has not been running, and that is what we are going to do in this video. We are going to be starting this Patni for the first time in around 6 months. So she has been off the road for some time due to some documentation works. So that's all sorted. So now we are going to try and get this thing to be started. So being the first video, we try to make it as interesting as possible. There may be some ups and downs. Please leave me along the video and as we try to revive this. A brief history into this. This has been done like 2 years back, as I told, and this has been done in a Silurian blue color. So this was not in this form at all when I first restored it. So this thing had been a pile of junk. So from there I had to get it all done. Every inch of this thing had to be redone, and it was completely restored. So if you would like to hear the history of this vehicle, there's a small video that SPR Motor Vlogs has done in his channel. The description will be down below. So in that you'll be able to hear what I had to go through, or what was the process that had to go into making this car look like this. Not dusty, but but in a much better way as to how it was and how I made it to look like this. Okay. So that is with how I got it here, and so now next what I would like to do is open up the engine bay and show you what's under this bonnet. It's the stock engine that came along with this Fiat. So we will have a look at it. Open up the engine bay. Here, the latch here, and you yank on it. I think it's open.
And what's under the hood? What's under the hood?
Why don't you come closer and let's see what's under the hood.
And it is.
It's so dusty. So this motor that you're seeing here is actually the one which came with the car. It's really dirty right now. So I think this is a 1 liter petrol engine, but I think this has been replaced in the past with the S1 engine that came in the later model. So this car is an 88 model, but I think the engine is off of a 98 model Fiat. So this is like the performance edition that Fiat had released at that time. So it's called the S1 engine. So how do you know that? It comes with, if you come closer, the carburetor that you're seeing here is actually a Solex carburetor that came with the S1 model. So that is one of the changes. And how do you differentiate an S1 with the normal one is with the internal cam that is there in this. I think it had a different cam. So that's how we differentiate an S1 engine and a normal engine. So this one has the more powerful S1 engine producing around 58 bhp maybe. It's not much with current standard, but yeah, for this car it's plenty much. Alright, so now that I've shown you the engine, the first things that we need to check when you are going to start a vehicle, first is the fluid levels, yeah. So oil, the coolant, or in this case it's just water that we have used here. So coolant, and in the modern engine there are many other oils that you have to check into, but this one being a quite simple setup that we have here, first is the engine oil and the water in the radiator. So let's go check that out. So if you come here, you have a dipstick that is there towards the side of the engine, and below that you have the oil filter, and this is your fuel pump that you have, the mechanical one. So let's go check the oil. So you pull this out, it need not be run, and the oil looks a bit dirty, but if you see there is a max here and a minimum over here, and so I'll just clean this off so you can see clearly max and min. So I think it is exactly at the middle, so we'll just go dip it once again just to make sure that we are correct. And yeah, so the oil is somewhere in the middle, which is perfect. So it's not too much or too little, it's exactly at the middle, so we are good to go with the oil. And then let's check the water in the radiator. It's been 6 months, so if the radiator is good, we'll know that if there is still water in this. And yeah, so you can see there is water in this. Brilliant, the water is all clear and there is no spots of rust, which is a good sign. So yeah, it was pretty much a rebuilt engine and water system, cooling system. So I didn't have any trust issues on that. So these two looks good. There's the battery here, which is an old one, but it was a brand new one when I rebuilt the vehicle. So I think it might have charged. We'll find out soon. So a good tip on long-term storage, if you are putting a vehicle to long-term storage, is better that you disconnect one of the negative terminals of the battery just to increase the life of the battery. So that is done. So we are looking good with respect to the oil and the water. Yeah, so that is the air filter box that is right here. So I want to see if any rats or anyone has made a nest inside this, or if we are all good to go. From seeing the surroundings, it feels that there is no rats that has been in the engine bay. I'm pretty sure it must be a clean filter that you're seeing. So,
But who knows?
oh shoot, the washer went in. No, it's fine. So the air filter looks a bit dirty, but overall the air box looks really clean, which is a good sign. So the air filter is pretty much clean. There's no dust flying out, so it's actually good. So I'll just cover it back up. Yep, so we are looking good there, and everything is fine. Okay, so we've done with air, we've done with the coolant, we've done with the oil. One more thing that I would like to really check on is the brake fluid. So just to make sure that we have good braking, just in case we go for drive. So I'm just opening it right now and let's see. So the level seems a bit low, but it is there. So I think it is fine. We'll just top it off later on. So that's all with the checks, and now we will go into checking the charge on this battery. So the battery here, you can see there's a blue kind of buildup over here that is usually happens when it's kept in long storage. So I'd like to just remove this terminal and just get it cleaned and then reconnect the whole deal. So I think it is a 12-13 spanner that we'll be needing. No, it's a wrong spanner, unfortunately. So I'll just, it's already loose. Strange. I wonder who loosened it. So you just got to wiggle it out. So wiggle and it comes out. So the blue buildup that you're seeing, it's common when you long store batteries. It's not a good thing to leave it connected, so I just dust it off. This one also is clean. Now clean up. Yep. So the battery terminals are clean. I'll just go for, I think we need a 14-15 spanner, so I'll just be back with that. So we got the 14-15 spanner, and let's reconnect the terminals. So this is the positive. Oh shoot. That's a pretty good build-up that you're seeing here. So wipe off again. Yes. Now if you have a sandpaper, better sand it and get it cleaned. But I don't think I've got sandpaper here, so just work with what I have. Yep, so it's looking clean for now. And just connect the positive. So we are going to start the car. Petrol on no. Okay, so let's go get fuel. There's no fuel. This is the key. So we made a DIY funnel with an old plastic bottle.
Find.
This one goes in there. Here. Properly. Hope we don't lose any fuel today.
Yeah.
What you're seeing inside is my Jeep's bumper that we have put in here for the time being, so we'll remove that as well. Okay. So if you come closer, there's a key slot over there. And this one actually, this switch is for the electric fuel pump that has been added additionally. So pull that on and see if this thing has charge. Okay, so this light is for the battery and it's pretty bright and good. And I can hear the fuel pump that's cranked on. So give some time for the fuel pump. Let's give some time for the fuel pump, and then let's see if she starts.
She will start.
The car's in neutral. Let's hope for the best. Okay. Just give her some time. Gas. Let's take 4. If it does start, we're gonna beat the crap out of that idiot.
Hey, crap idiot, come here.
Okay. So let's try this.
ഇതെന്തായാലും വീഡിയോയിൽ ഇപ്പം
Yes!
She runs and we are gonna beat the crap out of her.
കുറച്ച് കൊടുക്ക് ആക്ട് കൊടുക്ക്.
Okay, boys. So she's washed. She has fuel in it, and I think we can go for our first drive.
Yeah, let's start it now.
Okay, let's go.